Welcome to News Now Alberta. This is Special Ed. Today we're looking at a man who was knocked out by a roid-raging officer for trying to help. Piash Alam has struggled with headaches, lack of sleep, and the weight of a looming obstruction of justice charge in the days since he was pushed to the ground by an undercover police officer in Toronto.
More on a City News exclusive next. The bystander who was shoved to the ground by an undercover officer is now speaking out. Shauna Hunt of City News sat down with a 34-year-old to talk about the night in question, and we want to warn you again that some viewers may find the video disturbing.
Right now I have a fracture in the back of my head, and there are a few blood clots.
The video captures the moment 34-year-old Piash Alam was pushed to the ground by a plainclothes officer. It all happened during the arrest of a suspected drug dealer in an alleyway near Yonge and Dundas. Let's go! His friend Arnaud was also there and tells me they were leaving a nearby pub and noticed commotion in the alleyway. He claims they had no clue it involved undercover police.
I thought that either it's a mugging, some sort of drug case, somebody cheated someone out of money or whatever. All of a sudden he starts walking towards them.
Do you know why? Were you like, what are you doing? Were you thinking like, don't get involved?
My understanding is, like he said, right? My understanding is that he thought that guy is in trouble.
The video shows Piash calmly approaching the arresting officers. One of them pulls out a badge. He then begins to back up. That's when another undercover cop rushes at him and pushes him to the ground. Piash was taken by ambulance to the nearest hospital. His wife arrived shortly after. She tells me police officers were already there waiting to charge her husband with a criminal offense.
At least 4 officers standing right in front of his room.
Piash went on to spend 3 days in the ICU, and because his injuries are so serious, the Special Investigations Unit is investigating the interaction and whether the officer's use of force was justified. We have sent Toronto Police many questions about the incident, and we've been told they cannot comment due to the SIU investigation.
As you can see, he was trying to help a man who he thought was in danger and was backing away when he saw the badges. This roid-raging pig comes running around him and pushes this man hard and knocks him out. He turned around, looked at him, and walked away with not a care in the world. They had to charge Allen with something to justify what they did. It's how cops work. If you hurt someone, charge him. As of now, these charges have not been dropped yet, as they will do anything they can to stick that obstruction charge. It will cost more than $10,000 for him to try to defend himself from these charges. When he got attacked and got to the hospital, the cops charged him before he even seen a doctor. And for the time he was in the hospital room, there were 4 cops at his door like he was a violent criminal or something. One spent 3 days in the intensive care unit and has been diagnosed with a fractured skull. This is expected to take at least 4 weeks to heal. He also said he has at an enhanced risk of seizure right now. I had headaches all day. All right, but over the last 2 or 3 days. I feel slightly better during the day, but otherwise the headaches is a persistent problem. He also has blood clots, which is very dangerous in the brain. The pig didn't know he was on video because this is how they treat people when no one is looking. Because he is undercover, the roid-raging pig's name will not be released. And because of the investigation, the Toronto Police Department is not commenting on the crime. In response to the video, Toronto Police Association President John Reid is already covering the violent officer's butt when he told City News civilians should never involve themselves in a police operation as it creates unprecedentedly in a situation that is already tense and volatile. Aside from this case, we can say that members of the public should never interfere with police operation, including physically engaging with officers. Officers do not know the motive or intent of the person interfering, nor do they know if they are armed, under the influence, etc. Reed said in a statement, "We understand that watching someone get arrested can be upsetting. Often there is a struggle. Officers are trained to use at least amount of force necessary, but are lawfully entitled to use the force that is required to render a situation safe for all involved, including themselves." We all know that themselves is what counts the most, right? Nothing at the scene showed that they were cops, and he backed away as soon as he saw badges. No charges to the officer was laid yet for this brutally violent attack on an innocent man. As soon as more information becomes available, I will update you. What do you think of this video? Should the cop be charged? Let me know in the comments. Please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you.